We are eating the Earth. The planet is on fire. And no one wants to talk about what's really feeding the flames. We blame coal, oil, cars, factories, and yes, they matter. But while we point at pipelines and exhaust pipes, the real destroyer is hiding in plain sight, on your plate, in your fridge, at your next meal, because what's quietly killing the Earth is our food. This is the message at the heart of We Are Eating the Earth by Michael Grunwald. And if we don't face it now, we might not get another chance. Chapter 1. The carbon we chew. Agriculture is responsible for over 30% of global greenhouse gas emissions, more than all planes, cars, trains, ships and trucks combined. And yet, almost no one talks about it. The meat we eat, the crops we grow, the food we waste, the forests we destroy to make room for farms. It's all part of a system designed not to feed the world, but to feed an economy addicted to convenience and denial. We aren't just cooking meals, we're cooking the atmosphere. Chapter 2. The cost of what's on our plate. Grunwald pulls back the curtain on the modern food system. He exposes the myths we love to believe, the belief that local food saves the planet, the fantasy that organic farming is always better, the hope that recycling leftovers and sipping almond milk will change everything. But the truth is darker. Organic farming often uses more land and yields less food. Local food may travel fewer miles, but transportation is a tiny sliver of emissions. And food waste? That's a monster all its own. Our dinner tables are built on destruction, and the system is designed to hide it. Chapter 3. The land we are losing. This isn't just about emissions. This is about space, about what we destroy to grow our food. We're wiping out rainforests in Brazil to grow soy for cows. We're torching Indonesian jungles to plant palm oil for cookies. We're turning the planet's lungs into feedlots. Every acre we steal from the wild brings extinction closer. Every forest we erase takes away one more defense against climate collapse. We're not farming with nature. We're farming against it. Chapter 4. The cow that broke the planet. Let's talk about beef. Because beef is the single most destructive food on Earth. It takes 20 times more land and creates 20 times more emissions than plant-based foods. Cows don't just eat grain and drink water. They belch methane, a gas that's 80 times more potent than carbon dioxide. We're growing food to feed animals, to feed us. It's inefficient. It's cruel. It's killing our climate. And yet, our culture worships beef like a god. Grunwald doesn't say, never eat meat. He says, understand what you're paying for. Because the real price is the Earth itself. Chapter 5. The silence that protects the system. Why aren't we talking about this? Why aren't world leaders screaming about agriculture? Because food is political, cultural, emotional. Because telling people to eat less meat loses elections. Because billion-dollar food lobbies want us distracted. Because climate talks focus on energy, not dinner. We've created a system where the people in charge of saving the planet are afraid to ask you to change your lunch. That's not leadership, that's surrender. Chapter 6. The farmer is not the enemy. Grunwald makes one thing clear: farmers are not the villains. Most of them are trying to survive. They're trapped in a machine that rewards destruction. Grow corn, get paid, raise cattle, get subsidies. Try regenerative farming. Good luck finding support. We've rigged the game. The government tells farmers what to grow. The market tells them how to grow it. And no one tells them how to do it sustainably. If we want change, we need to fix the rules. Chapter 7. The waste is unforgivable. A third of all food we produce is wasted. 1/3. While millions go hungry, we throw away enough food to feed them all. That waste doesn't just vanish, it rots in landfills, it produces methane, it contributes to the crisis. And it represents all the wasted energy, water, land and labour that went into producing food that no one even ate. We talk about climate tipping points. This is one of them, and we're throwing it in the trash. Chapter 8. There is hope, but it's up to us. Grunwald is not a pessimist. This book is filled with people who are fighting back. Scientists creating crops that need less water and fertilizer, startups developing meat without animals, chefs and food companies cutting waste with smart tech, farmers restoring soil, capturing carbon and healing land. The tools are here, the technology is here, the ideas are here. But we need the will, we need the pressure. We need the truth to be louder than the marketing. Hope is real, but it's not passive. Hope requires action. Chapter 9, What We Can Do Today. Grunwald gives us a roadmap, practical, urgent. Eat less beef and lamb, support plant-based alternatives, stop wasting food, demand better policies, stop pretending food is a separate issue from climate, because it's not. It's central. We can't solve climate change without changing how we eat. Every bite is a vote. Every meal is a choice. And together those choices build systems. The system we have now is broken, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Final chapter, the last warning. We are eating the earth, not figuratively, literally. We are devouring its forests, polluting its waters, warming its skies, all for food that often makes us sick, damages our soil and leaves billions malnourished. We cannot afford more denial, more delay, more distraction. We need to look at the plate in front of us and ask, what does it cost? Not in dollars, but in destruction. This book is a wake-up call, not to starve, but to wake up, to demand better, to eat smarter, to waste less, to speak louder. The climate fight is not just about power plants and plastic straws. It's about what we grow, what we buy, what we throw away, and what we choose 3 times a day. Grunwald doesn't ask us to be perfect. He asks us to see clearly, because if we're going to save the planet, we have to start with what's on our plates. Save the earth, friends.